I have the pleasure of introducing Csikos, also known as Joti. And Joti is a master Reiki energy healer and hypnotherapist who holds a master's in public health with a concentration in complementary and alternative medicine. And today she is going to speak to us about harmonizing realms, exploring the synergy of energy healing and hypnosis for profound transformation. So please give it up for Joti.
So hi, everyone. I'm excited for this talk because I noticed there's not a lot of talk about energy healing so far. And I started out my healing journey as a healer. And I found out years later that I'm a healer's healer, and I've been a healer in all my lives. And this is the life where I'm really coming into who I truly am. So in 2018, I was given the spiritual name Joti Daman. And what Joti Daman means, Joti, divine light within, and it symbolizes the radiant illumination we carry within our souls. And Daman signifies overcoming obstacles. So as people are working with me and I have overcome my light and I am filled with divine light, the people I work with also are then filled with their own light and are able to overcome obstacles more easily. So I have recently, over the last couple of months, been guided by many people. From now on, you call yourself Joti. It's time to grow into and be that person you were meant to be in this lifetime. And I'll give you a little future of what's going to be happening in the near future and why Joti has come forth right now. So as a Reiki master, Reiki has a, I know there are maybe some people in the room who know a little bit about it. A lot of people say, what is that? It's energy healing. I transfer universal energy through my body, out my hands, transfer it to people. But just like radio waves, you don't have to physically see it. So it can be done distance. I do it distance all the time. So Ray is universal or spiritual, and Ki means life force energy. So it can be described as universal life force energy. And together with hypnosis, it creates this dynamic partnership towards a holistic approach of self-discovery and transformation. And I kind of discovered this by mistake. When I first learned hypnotherapy, they said, do not combine Reiki with hypnotherapy. Your lawyers are going to have a field day. And then I realized a lot of people are doing it, especially when I went to the convention in Massachusetts and Northborough. Everyone was doing. And I said, wait, we can do that? Yes, you can do that. And it started happening naturally that my gifts were coming forth more and more. And yes, I am that healer. I've always been that healer. I just didn't know it yet. But with the transformation of the Reiki and hypnotherapy together, we can do some amazing things. So when our life force energy is off, when the energy flow isn't working properly, we can have disease, we can have stress. So how do we overcome that? Well, one of the things I do through the Reiki is I'm channeling this divine energy through my body, through my hands onto my clients. If anyone's ever heard of the chakra system, there are 7 main chakras that people know about. And we're dealing with the crown chakra, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root. These are 7 main chakras, and each one, they're all spinning wheels that represent life force energy. When these are stuck, I think of it like a little stream where all the sticks and the leaves get stuck, and all of a sudden the water is not going through anymore. Well, then what happens to all the other vegetation, whatever's beyond that area that's stuck? It doesn't get nurtured. So when we can unblock it, it's suddenly more nurtured, right? So that's what the Reiki energy healing does. I either physically put my hands over a person or I imagine it. And as many of you know from coming to my booth, I use crystals all the time. I've been using crystals for 40 years, and crystals are living. And they have energies. Different crystals have different energies. So when I tune into the people, I know what crystal is going to be good for what person, what's going to benefit. Rose quartz, good for the heart. Selenite, which is what I have over there right now, good for the higher mind, good for clearing energy. Same with black tourmaline. So there are many different stones that you can use for many different purposes. So mostly with the Reiki energy healing I do, I will use stones whether or not I'm physically with the person. So by using this type of healing, it creates more ease, physical pain can decrease, and it opens up a receptivity of the healing flow. And people also notice a deep sense of relaxation, balance, better focus, inner peace, and their overall well-being. And it mingles beautifully with the transformative power of hypnotic suggestion. So many of us know that hypnosis is often misunderstood, right? It's not about losing control, but rather it's a gateway to the heightened awareness and the receptivity. So when we have an unblocked energy system, and now we're offering suggestions to that person, it's double power is the way I look at it. It works harmoniously together. And I started realizing that whenever I do a Reiki session, I'm offering hypnotic suggestions to people who cannot, they're squirming too much. Their minds are racing, they're babbling, and they want to talk. I'm like, you need to quiet down a little bit and settle your mind so you can get the benefit of this healing. So I'll do a hypnotic induction to get them calm. Or if somebody's in a hypnotic trance and I notice they're really having a hard time with something painful in their heart or their stomach, I can send ease to those areas of their body. And I don't have to tell them I'm doing it, just happens automatically now, because whenever we do something, it becomes habitual. And especially when we know from feedback, this is really working, then we're going to do it more and more, right? So the piece of the hypnotic trance, the mind delves into this creative process. We create these new narratives, there are hidden potentials, we have new beliefs, and that happens with the Reiki energy, it happens with the hypnosis. So now I've recently added another layer to my craft. And in the sacred space of hypnosis and Reiki energy healing, now I also channel divine wisdom. And I think I always did that. I just never really knew it. I finally was able to identify, what are these words coming out of my mouth? I'm saying these things that aren't even my own words. And these people are, it's good just for them. It's very customized just for them. So as years of being a Reiki practitioner, a master Reiki healer, and then through the hypnotherapy, I realized I am tuning into these people in a very fine-tuned way that energetically I'm feeling them. And that's about me anyways. I'm very empathic. I feel people's energy when I speak with them, but now the words are coming through too. So I'm not like a psychic where I'm going to foretell your future or say, oh, there are loved ones from beyond who want to talk to you or predict your future, nothing like that. It comes and goes when it wants, but it comes when it's necessary. So I can offer that extra layer. So when someone says, do you do Reiki or you do hypnosis, or I call myself a healer now, and I call myself a healer's healer. So when I receive this information, it comes through a subtle feeling or words, and it steers me along the course of a person's therapeutic journey. And the wisdom channel comes, it really provides us this added additional healing and guidance. And it really helps transform a person's individual experience. So, what do I have next? So for this reason, many healers come to me. So I do call myself, and I am a healer's healer. But whether or not you're on a spiritual path, it is very common that when somebody works with me, they get in touch with their higher selves. They get in touch with their guides. They receive the wisdom they seek. So perhaps they want to reach a deeper understanding of the lessons they're going through at a particular stage in their life, or simply find out what their next step is along their journey. They're able to talk with their higher selves. They actually can name the person or see what this entity is, and then I help them remember this by giving them some sort of an etheric gift that this person or being gives them. So I anchor it in for them so that they remember, oh yeah, this is what I learned, and this is how I can apply this lesson to my life. It's highly effective. So the combination of the two, I can't say enough about it, and I don't really know how this is going to look in the future. I do know more gifts are coming forward for me right now, because what I'm about to tell you, it's pretty cool. First of all, most of my sessions now are virtual, and I always used to do in person, but now virtual, and it's really it's effective. That's all I have to say about that. But so when we have the world of distractions and overthinking, creating the sacred space harmonizes the experience that people have. It unblocks stuck energy. They're empowered to rewrite their inner scripts. They replace self-doubt with self-assurance, fear with courage. And when we deal with people, when we work with people, and they quest for the self-discovery, it also contributes to the collective elevation of our consciousness. So think about it, when we're helping people, it's not just a single habit or a single issue. We are actually helping people have a heightened consciousness in our world. It's really nice to know that we are contributing in that way. So the reason I'm here, I moved here 3.5 years ago, divine guidance. That's when I was really starting to hear my divine guidance. I moved from Massachusetts. UD, you're moving far away, and you are going to create a very unique healing center. Oh, I am? Yes, you are. So I'm working diligently right now. I have people in place. I'm still looking for land. I'm working on the funding. I'm looking for people to work with me as healers, as holistic medical practitioners, all kinds of different integrative therapies. So it's going to be a collaboration of talented and skilled individuals for this holistic medical practice. And it's not going to be in a strip mall. I'm going to have 10 plus acres of land with organic community meals grown right there on the land. So think of it, people healing. I don't know how many of you have experienced medicine when it's just the allopathic medicine. Here, have a pill. When it's not strong enough, go take another. And then that pill creates this problem. I've gone to many medical appointments with family members. I've seen the decline. So what if we had a different approach where we can now have a community who uplifts each other? We all are on the same mindset. So whether or not we have 10 practitioners or more, we're working as a team. It's not your client, your client, your client. We're working with everybody. When they walk through that door, they are going to get the best possible mind, body, spirit healing available to them. And then they're going to be able to share that experience with one another. So if you're interested in learning more about this, my website will have updates as things move along. I'm hoping to see something by second quarter. in terms of financing. And a Joti Healing Center is officially a nonprofit organization now on paper. So once I have the land, we'll start moving forward with that. And if you want to be part of as a practitioner or contribute in some way, or you know of people who may want to help run the center or whatever the capacity, I'm open to suggestions, because one thing I have learned through this process is I can't do it all by myself anymore. I know that we go through life wanting to do things by ourselves, but this is big. This is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, especially when I found out how much money they wanted to give me to do this. Like, no, this is going to be big and it's going to be fast. And so I'm so glad that you are all in this journey with me. And I'm really looking forward to sharing with you. And if you have questions, definitely let me know. I'm open to any questions or suggestions that you have. And I am going to be giving away a 1-hour energy healing session virtually.